Merry meet Aries, Aries sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. This is a 2-week reading for all Aries starting today, the 2nd of August, 2024. This is Ariel and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube are the lovely Suzanne and the lovely Deline. Moderating on Twitch is the lovely Dre. Thank you so much, moderators, and thank you so much, Aries and friends of Aries, for joining us today. This is the Soprafino Tarot that was published by Lo Scarabeo. They reissued this as the Ancient Italian Tarot, and that's the link that's in the video description of this video on YouTube, is the Ancient Italian Tarot. It's the same pictures, it's just not got, the new one doesn't have quite as much writing on the cards. I've already purified with this Vervain by Panier des Sens, and you can find the links to purchase both of those products in the video description of this video on YouTube. If you are watching on a restream on YouTube, Aries, and you don't feel like watching all this shuffling, just use the timestamps right in the video description to get to the reading. If you are on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. If you're on Twitch, please make sure you follow us on Twitch. You can watch on Twitch without any ads when you subscribe to us there. If you'd like to give us a donation, you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. If you're on YouTube, you could use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks if you feel like giving a donation. We do appreciate your support. Remember, this does go out to a lot of Aries, so if for some reason it does not seem to apply to you, doesn't make any sense, just disregard it, because it's probably not meant for you. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your other signs. And remember also that we have a daily reading for all signs, Wednesday through Sunday. You can find the most recent restreams of all the tarot readings right on the website, arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com. Just click on that free online tarot readings link in the main menu. Aries, I'm super excited to read for you today. I'm going to give this another couple shuffles. Then I will give the deck a nice clean cut so that we can see what's in the cards for all you gorgeous Aries. Ba-dum-bump-bump. Starting off with that Queen of Wands, followed by the Two of Swords. And then we have the King of Swords. Yay, Aries. Aries and the King of Swords. Who would have ever thought? All right. It's talking about this. There's these two sort of, it's almost like the angel and the devil on the shoulder. These two fighting, warring factions. The thing about this is that the Queen of Wands is the one that you've been dealing with lately, that's been nurturing your abilities, nurturing your business or your job or your work in the world, your creativity, whatever it is that's important to you in the world. That's been really, really a big deal. But then you've got this other sort of Aries tendency, which is to fly off the handle, be kind of mean, take no prisoners, not think about the kind of effects that what you say have on people. A lot of times Aries will just, go into their tirade. They're over it in like 2 seconds and they feel great. And they just don't even realize that everybody else is just like bloodied and bruised and can barely move on the around them. They're like, what's the matter? What happened? Right? It's so, for a lot of times with people, when they get the King of Swords, it's the, well, I just don't care. I'm going to be mean because I want to be mean. With you, Aries, it's not so much that, it's a carelessness. It's a not understanding that when you indulge in that part of your personality, it feels good to you because it's cathartic and it's over so fast because you're not one to hold grudges usually. Most of you aren't. And so then when everything's done, you're friendly, you're happy, and you're wondering what's wrong. Well, what's wrong? And everybody looks at you in amazement. Do you not remember what you just did or what you just said? And you don't, because it was just a thing, you know? So the Two of Swords for you is a very important card because it's showing you how to focus so that you can have self-awareness during those times. You are fairly self-aware except for when the temper comes. Then it's just like it goes out the window. And so it's the recommendation here is to find daily meditation or daily focus. What that's going to do is it gives you that 3-beat pause before you start where you can make a new choice so that you don't have to go back and clean up all the problems that you didn't mean to create necessarily, because there's an innocence about you that you're not just some sort of nefarious evil person that's being mean when that happens. It's just that you indulge that anger and don't realize that 99.9% of the people around you don't get it. They're not like you. They don't get what that is, and they do get hurt, and they do take it personally, and they do, unlike you, hold grudges. So it's a really good idea to take that 3-beat pause, just count to 3 or count to 10 or however many times you need to before you react, because like I said, it's a cathartic thing for you and it's over, and you have you're like best friends sometimes with you're ready to just go out to lunch or whatever, and everybody else is not on that same page with you. So be aware that it's very important that you focus this next couple weeks. Try to have a daily meditational practice. Boy, that'll take you so far because you get habituated to that focus. You get that nice habit of thinking before you react, and you become much less reactive. 2 of Coins, 9 of Wands, and 3 of Coins. Well, the good news for you is the money just keeps pouring in, and the wonderful things that you've got going on with this Queen of Wands, none of that is affected by any of this because it's just getting better and better and better for you. You're doing so well. I think what happens for you with this 9 of Wands here is that when you are more apt to act like the King of Swords is when you're not getting enough rest. So you're just being fussy. But people don't want a fussy Aries. People don't want to be around fussy Aries. If you're going to be fussy Aries, do it by yourself. Go and have the temper tantrum by yourself. Leave other people out of it because they don't see it as just fussy Aries. They see it as toxic Aries. And you don't want to be toxic Aries because you're not toxic by nature. That's not who you are. So but you can understand how people could perceive you that way because they don't have your personality, your very unique personality, which is very forthright, very honest, very amazing and fabulous and wonderful, and everybody loves you. Everybody just adores you. And then when you're like that, they're like, well, what do I do with this? What do I do with this? Now I don't like them. I want to like them. I always like them, but they need to not do that to me anymore. Right? And not everybody's got the ability to just speak to you like that. And so then you lose them. You lose their support. They stop liking you. They stop giving you the support that they once gave you because they just don't like to be spoken to like that, or they don't want to see you speak to other people like that, or they don't want to be around you when you're having a tirade. Right? So again, I don't think this is a recurring problem for you because it looks like overall you're really positive. But when you get tired and you're not focused and you get upset, it's very important that you count to 10 or however many counts you need to before you start. And then maybe if you can't help yourself and you need to just explode, go be by yourself. Don't do it around people because people don't deserve that. People don't deserve that. All right, so this impatience is your calling card. Impatient Aries, right? And sometimes impatient Aries is a good thing because impatient Aries get stuff done. right? But when you add impatience to fatigue, not so great. So calm down, focus the mind, focus yourself, allow yourself to have that daily meditation so that what can stay in charge is this Queen of Wands, because she's got so much prosperity for you. And this King of Swords and this impatience and this fatigue, all that does is slow things down and get in your way. And what you're all about over these next couple weeks is letting yourself learn how to move beyond that so that you can really keep fostering and keep nurturing this work that is bringing you so much success, so much wonderful success. Isn't that wonderful? And it's been going on for you for a while now, I think. And you've been setting the stage for this, and it's really great. So part of this too is, remember, the ego will use whatever it can in order to delay your happiness, to delay your success, or better yet, to sabotage it. It would really love that. I don't think that it can sabotage your success at this point because it's pretty baked in, but you can really delay it. And that's another reason why I think the fatigue, the impatience, and this sort of flying off the handle tendency of yours is up, because the ego wants to use that. And so recognize that. Recognize that when it comes up, and before you react, just recognize the ego's using my Aries tendencies to try to self-destruct. I'm not doing that. I have charge of my mind. I'm in control of my thoughts. I'm in control of my words. I can do what I want. And since I've been practicing, focusing, and meditating every day, boy, do I have a handle on this. So I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to respond. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let this pass, And that way, what you do is when you let that pass, you don't have all of that excess interference that is caused by you flying off the handle. And since that interference isn't there, then the Queen of Wands part of your personality can get busy and really make that success happen in a larger and quicker way than would happen if you had to play a bunch of cleanup because you couldn't control your temper. And I don't know if you can relate to not being able to control your temper, Aries, but that's what this whole reading is about. Controlling your temper in a way that doesn't suppress the anger, but recognizes that your temper and what you're upset about has to do with you not getting enough rest more than it has to do with anything else. Because in reality, what's going on in your life is pretty fabulous. Pretty fabulous. Nothing to be upset about. Nothing to be upset about. The reason you're getting upset, you can take care of that. You can get more rest. You can get more focus. You can be a little bit more patient with yourself. And I think that impatience about money and things like that, that's gonna resolve itself because the money's coming in. But what you can do in addition to getting that focus and getting that daily meditation, and by the way, using that magic minute is a really great way if you don't know how to meditate. Just go on to YouTube and search Magic Minute Gatoga and learn how to do that, because it's really simple and you can get a handle on that focus very quickly. But also getting some rest, really forcing yourself to go to bed a little earlier, to have some downtime, even take a vacation or have a couple days off where you don't have to be super productive. That's going to pay dividends because you're going to be less easily influenced by that Aries tendency to fly off the handle. Because like I said, that's just because, for the most part, is because your ability to say no to that is hampered when you are overly tired. And that's understandable. All right. It's going to be a great 2 weeks, Aries. Lots of success coming. All you have to do is focus and think twice before you react, and you're going to do great. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so very much to the amazing moderators, Suzanne, Deline, and Dre, and we'll see you in 2 weeks for another reading, Aries. Blessed be.